Yo, this is embarrassing. Hold on, I'm thirsty.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Myron,
you.
pleasure to meet
Myron.
you. You gonna give me a hug or what?
Oh,
Don't be
okay, hug. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Chilling.
You smell nice.
Thank you. I try.
He made me hug him. I don't know why I done that. So, how are you?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Doing well. Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Good. It's a bit hot in here though, so my hands are a
Yeah,
bit
it is warm. I will say that. It's definitely
Yeah.
warm, but it's called grilling, right? So
Oh, I like that.
attractive but typical girl.
You know, I actually like what Myron did right there. He kind of went in there and he broke the ice by giving her a hug. You know what I mean? Like, I think what I think that does is it kind of asserts himself as a masculine man. Like, bump it. I don't care what it is that you think about me. Yeah, let's break the ice, all right? Because we're gonna have this conversation on my terms. Let's keep watching.
The reality is, would it be fair to say that most men? I mean, you said there's a whole incel culture, etc. Would it be fair to say that most guys are losers and don't really measure up?
I personally don't think that, but
Keep it
I
a
know,
thousand.
No, but I'm saying
Keep it a
no,
thousand.
No, I personally don't. Like genuinely, I don't.
Okay.
Like I genuinely
Being
don't.
politically correct.
A
I'll
large
keep it real
majority
since you
of
don't
men
want
are-
to. Most guys, I'll be honest, are fat, losers, and don't have leadership qualities.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. And most women, quite frankly, are terrible. They're whores, fat, rude, crass, whatever it may be. And most of them don't qualify for a relationship, and most guys don't qualify to be the leader of said relationships. I think it goes on both parts. Okay, the men are weak, and the women, there's a bunch of issues there. So what we basically highlight on our podcast is you need to be the best version of yourself. And I think the thing is that guys are yearning for this because we've been lying to men for the better part of 5 to 6 decades about what being masculine and strong actually is. We've been demonizing it when in reality, guys need to become stronger. Because no woman wants a weak man, even though girls say dumb shit like, oh, well, you know, I want you to be emotionally intelligent and get in tune with your feelings or whatever. It's all a lie. Oh, see. Okay.
No, but I personally would like a man that's emotionally available and emotionally intelligent, but it's not me saying like, I want you crying all the time. So, do you know what I mean? It's true though. Like, so I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you have to give some room for men because like men's mental health is a serious like issue.
I can't stand when women say this shit. Emotionally intelligent, emotionally available. That's exactly what Myron is talking about in so many different words. Men and women are today have been taught that being emotionally available, emotionally this, emotionally that is the best way to be. So they prescribe that to the women and the women can flourish within that, but then they also prescribe that to men. These women want so much of this emotional connectivity shit, but it's women that don't understand men. So who really has the empathy here? Who really has the empathy? Is it empathy? Because it's not. What's empathy? I could be in your shoes and feel how you feel. These women don't know how men feel at all. And that's what Myron is talking about with that particular point.
As a partner, I would want to be able to give my man a safe space to be able to be vulnerable. And it's like, but not completely like, oh my God, cry all the time. But just so he knows, like, it's like things are okay. You know, like it's supposed to be a partnership.
No, it's not a partnership.
Why
That's
is it not?
another common lie in modern day dating. It's not a
But
partnership.
I want a
whatsoever.
partnership though.
Question for you. Do you want a man that's taller than you? Idealistically speaking?
Ideally, probably, because I like to wear heels. I like to be seen.
Fantastic. Do you want a guy that's stronger than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a guy that makes more money than you?
I'm not fussed about money.
Okay, well, you want it to make at least your equivalent, if not preferably better. Remember, this is your ideal guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a guy that's more confident than yourself?
Yeah.
More experienced than yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, you basically described the superior. So you expect this guy to come in and have a partnership with you?
Whatever he might excel on, I'll also add value in other ways. Because it's not always about being physically on par with that person just for certain requirements. Like you can't birth a baby, you know. And
yeah,
things like that.
but
it creates.
Here's the thing. I think that his one way of attacking the subject of do you want a guy to be making more money than you? Do you want him to be this? You want him to be that? I give it like a 5 out of 10 score for that. And the reason is that men look for women different things than women look for men at the baseline understanding, right? Like you're not looking for a woman who is not emotionally capable, who is not feminine, right? So the thing is that because women have more feminine characteristics, it doesn't necessarily make them superior. It doesn't make them less than or as well. but they do it better than you. So then is that considered superior? You understand what I'm saying? But it's semantics at the end of the day. I mean, it's easy to understand what it is that he's saying.
Want you to come pre-assembled. And to be honest, the most attractive and youngest women that have the most options, they definitely want you to come pre-assembled. Women want winners. They sit at the finish line and pick the winners.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me make that abundantly clear as well, because I tell you guys so often, don't be mad at our reality. Boss up. Get better. Increase your utility. Increase how you make money. Choose degrees that are hard. Choose vocations that are hard. Just get better. Just get better. But see, I would say more often than not, men are used to hearing these different things. Some fall by the wayside and say F it, and they allow the easiness of society to guide their bullshit decision making. And I agree with the young brother right here. Do better. Do better at the end of the day. Work harder. No one wants to hear you cry. No one wants to hear you whine, especially women. It makes the viscous innards go from to concrete. Concrete. They don't want to hear that shit. I'll keep it a fact. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Even other dudes in my life that are constantly complaining, bro, you can't always just call me and always just bomb me with bullshit. What awesome things are going on in your life? What amazing things can you look back on and be like, yo, I did that. I accomplished that. But see, you have to work hard in order to do that. Listen, tough times create strong men. Weak, easy times create weak feminine men. So what are you doing in your life to ensure that you're doing hard shit? Pause.
I'm not saying that men are better than women from a human perspective. I'm saying that men are leaders, so therefore we cannot be equal. When you're on the battlefield, right, and the lieutenant or whoever the commanding officer is on the battlefield, you're not equal to him as, you know, a regular soldier. He is the leader. You're not equal, but there's a reason. There's a hierarchy to dictate order. If the woman is equal to the guy, well, who's going to make the final decision? Nothing gets done by a committee. There always has to be one leader in charge. There's a reason why there's a president, there's a CEO, etc. Both people can't be alphas, as they say. The problem is this. Women are confused about what men actually want. They think a CEO.
No. I don't think that they're confused. I just don't think that they care. I think the majority of them don't care. And it's so damn sad. And by not caring, that's how you get women that have 2 kids and are looking for a top 8% earning man. They just don't care. They will make mistakes throughout their life. They'll gain baggage. They'll gain bodies, right? Body counts is out of this world, right? You run a Carfax on them and you're like, God damn. So much so that they've convinced men to tolerate their bullshit. That's how you got so many men that are okay with them not having children and then the women having children and being stepdaddies. That's how you got so many men that are okay with men saying, I don't care about her body count. Body count? What does that matter to me? How many men have been on top of her? What? Why does it matter to me? How many sweating men? Beating up the cheeks like that. Who gives a shit? That did nothing to her mental energy before she got to me. That did absolutely nothing to. That did absolutely nothing to it. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. She's all ready for me now. It's my turn.
So what kind of woman do you want?
Hold on, let's watch that again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could deal with whatever. My thing is, I need her to come into my life and be an asset and not a liability. Right. Most girls are liabilities, to be honest.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I think the right woman, though, could
time
really just compliment you and make you, progress in your life.
Well, you got to train them.
No, you haven't. In order to train someone, you need them to listen. I'm telling you, no woman is listening to you.
Like, most girls come into your life, and if you don't know what you're doing, she's going to come in as a liability, 100%.
No, you don't train them, though.
You have to train them.
It's like training a dog. You wouldn't do that.
Oh, here we go. I knew that was going to...
No, but it's true, though. It's not training. It's not something once again, it's just seeing this person as your equal. Okay, but showing the person respect. It's not training.
So I look at it like if I'm going to
there's
have
a
a
mean
girlfriend
edit.
and she's going to be my girl and she's going to have my title, well, she's got to be trained to rise up to a certain level because I'm going to make her into an asset. Buy me a bag, do this, blah, 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 take me on trips, whatever, when they haven't earned it. So you got to detrain those bad behaviors out of that girl and make her an asset into your life versus a liability. Most guys don't understand their value. They bring her into their life. They give her everything. She hasn't earned it. She doesn't respect him. She's walking all over him. She started to dictate the relationship. You're not getting sex tonight, blah, blah, blah.
He's so rude.
Here's my opinion on the training thing. I tell you guys on the channel all the day, words matter. It's just the words that he's using. It's just the words that he's using. For me, I would say coachable. You need a woman that is coachable. If you want her to get within your program, she has to be coachable. Some women out there are not coachable. And here's the thing. The older that they get, the less coachable that they are. All right? So if you're having a conversation, like this is for content. And what I tell you guys previously in videos, there is a difference between how you hear words being used from a content sake in order to drive more clicks and more views. There's a major difference between that and how you talk to women in real life. If you're actually having a date, and this is obviously not a real date, even though they kind of set it up to be a date, you do not say the word trainable, because trainable is synonymous with animals, da-da-da. I think coachable. I think coachable is a better word to use. Now, some of you out there are going to be like, well, it's the same goddamn word as a synonym. Go ahead. Say that all that you want, all right? But that's not going to get you any points. It's not going to get you any goddamn viscous inners at the end of the day.
What's your type?
My type. Fit, feminine, friendly,
Yeah.
submissive.
What
and
up,
coachable.
KS?
And coachable, to be trained.
Yeah, coachable.
You got to train women, man. I know that sounds terrible.
He's still talking. Fucking hell.
Women don't like it when they get...
Yeah, but you're not responding. You're not saying any points back to debunk any of the things that he's saying. Yo, the producers of this show, like, what were y'all doing? Like, y'all didn't set her up for anything at all? Or could it be that he's telling truths? Or could it be that?
criticized. If I go on a podcast and I say, you know what, guys, you need to stop being bums. You need to get your money on point, stop being fat POSs, etc. They actually admire and respect that. People are in the chat, flame emojis, whatever. I go on rants on the guys all the time. I'm swaying, going crazy. It's like I'm delivering a preach. I think she's trying to grow me, but what she doesn't know is I'm a black belt in this. I've dealt with 10 girls like her at the same time on my podcast, so she gonna take an L. Women rarely get held accountable for their poor decisions. Men do, though. Men have to live in reality. Women are afforded the privilege of being delusional. So when a guy criticizes a woman, oh my God, right? If you don't believe me, think about it. If a dude's fat, we just call him fat. You're a loser, huh? If a woman's fat, love your curves, girl. You go. She's rude and obnoxious. Oh, you know what? They just can't handle you. You're strong and independent, fierce. We have all these terms to cover up
He ain't lying.
female inadequacies, but we don't have these same terms for men.
I think it just a lot of it comes from like narcissistic behavior from men and misogyny.
How the fuck? How the fuck did he say all of that? And she concludes that it's narcissistic behavior for men. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? How do men get the blame for women's delusion? How? How? Throw the whole Chian away. Excuse me? No, that didn't just happen away to the... Yeah. What? What? Yo, this is embarrassing. Yo, this is embarrassing. How on God's green earth does he have a discussion about not having accountability or having the privilege of having delusion within our society, and then at the point that he's looking for a rebuttal for said delusion and unaccountability, you become delusional and unaccountable? How does that even happen? It's the guy's fault. It's guys. Guys are so narcissistic. That's why women are filled with so much delusion. How does this happen? All 29.1 women that's down into the chat right now. How? How do you allow this to happen? How? That might is so crazy. Listen, if you don't have, listen. This is the benefit of women having legit guy friends in their life. Even though it's getting harder on each and every day, the more that content like this gets pushed into the minds of dudes. This is why women need guys as friends. Because we will tell you the uncomfortable truth. We will tell you the uncomfortable truth. We'll let you sit in that uncomfortable truth, and then we'll try to come up to solutions for whatever was truthful regarding your situation. Or just hang out with the women and have them lie to you. You know was one of the first places that I not realized this, that women lie to each other. Like, it's so crazy. It's just like, normally when a type of a person lies to another type of a person, we consider that like to be a liar, to be a bad person. Women lie to women more than men lie to women. like what? Oh, that looks so good, girl. Oh, I love the way that your bat wing eyelashes just flicker and flutter like that shit. Oh, girl, pick that wig over there and plaster it to your head for the next 3 weeks, irrespective of what that's gonna do to your hairline or like the good natural hair that you have underneath that. Oh, it looks so good. Baby, honey girl, boo-boo chow, cut off all of your hair. Yeah, go bald. Do it. They don't give a shit about you. Shit, I did a video not too long ago, and it was a young woman outside of a wedding of another woman that was crying that it wasn't her that was getting picked. Ew. Guys don't do this shit. Women hate women. Women lie to women more than guys lie to women. I'm sorry.